Hi everyone, welcome back to Grandpa Mark's Hobbies Build Update 2 of our Revell 69 Pontiac GTO Judge. You can see I just got out of spray and everything went pretty good to say. So let's get the guys out the way. Daisy and Jake have been helping all day. Duke has been shooting pictures like you wouldn't believe. TJ and Lori have been busy getting the seats prepped. And Tim just came back. He had to order some thinner and some more flat black. But let's talk about a few things first before we get into that body. One of them is, like I said the other day, for the chassis, they didn't have the fuel hose for the fuel fill hose. So let me turn the light on here. There we go. So what I did is I just took a piece of sprue and kind of sanded it at an angle this way and then made 90-degree cuts on both sides of it, so it would drop down in there like it's coming from the license plate and going down towards the bottom of the tank. It's just one of those things that kind of bugged me a little bit. As you can see, I got rid of the made in China, the Revell made in China here on the back, but it kind of screwed up that texture. I don't think it'll be as noticeable once I do flat black on this section and then the aluminum on the gas tank. But it all worked out pretty good. I sprayed today using the Mobius 0.3 millimeter. I had no problems at all. Worked out pretty good. So I just blasted everything down with this. This is a mix. I ran out of both semigloss and flat black today. So this is a mix of what I have left in both of the bottles. And it came out almost gloss. But I think it'll look good once I take my acrylic black and paint all this up. Instead of using the quick shine on the rails, I'll use the flat black acrylic everywhere else. So just a different way of going about it than I usually do. Next on the list of things I wanted to tell you is on the hood, and it almost missed it, but on the hood there's 4 release marks that are very subtle, but they do stand out. And I almost missed it before I painted, so I sanded those out in the corners. I'm glad I caught that, and just a heads up. The engine got painted. Once again, I think this is a dead ringer for Pontiac, the metallic blue Pontiac color. I painted all the way down to the bell, and then I'll do the transmission in the flat aluminum. But this is a mix, and I confirmed it today. It's 2 parts chrome silver to 1 part sky blue. And man, that's perfect. I wouldn't mind having a car that color. And really, it's almost the same color as the Cadillac I did, the Cadillac Brougham. But it looks really good, and once I let it sit overnight, I'll come down tomorrow, I'll hit it with a panel liner, slap the valve covers on it, and we'll just about be ready to start wiring this thing. So it's really working out well for me. Again, that Mobius, I used the Mobius 0.2 millimeter on this just because I was getting up real close and tight with it, so I didn't overspray everywhere or just flood it. And that worked very well for me. Those 2 airbrushes, you can get them in a kit, the 2 of them together, and I think it's worth it. I've been using them more and more and more, and my Swallowtail I haven't even been using as much. The seats, I did a whole lot of thinking on this, and I ended up just doing these with the mix of semigloss and flat black. My reasoning is the lines in the center here, I was thinking about doing it the other way around, but the lines in the center here are going to be darker than the leather on the outside. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this dry overnight. I'm going to hit it with quick shine, let that dry overnight, and then I am going to come back and I'm going to dry brush my German gray on this. I don't want to completely paint it the German gray. I'm just going to do a dry brush to give it that little bit of worn look. And I'll probably even thin this out just a bit before I do that. But I wanted to let everybody know that after thinking about it, I was thinking the wrong way, where I was going to use gray panel liner and stuff like that. Well, that would get down into those lines and lighten them up, where the lines are supposed to be darker, and then it'll lighten up going from inside out. So glad I thought about it last night, sitting on the back porch. But they sprayed real good. Everything looks great. The vinyl looks real good on these. So I'll just just work right on the rubber or the leather itself. Next, I wanted to show the dashboard. I did that with the same semi-gloss flat, but it's got texture built right into the dash, like it's almost like a vinyl. And then wood grain is literally right in here, which will make it a lot easier. I'll come back with probably like NATO brown and do NATO brown in there, and then I'll do the orange, the clear orange over top of that to get our wood grain on the bottom. The top, no problems. I'll ring each one of these with the gel pen after I put the decals in for the gauges. I don't think there's gauges for the heater or the radio. Decals for the heater or the radio. So we'll do something with them and make them look really good too. And then we'll do the knobs and all that stuff and be good to go. Don't forget, there's a judge that's supposed to go right here. So we're good there. Air cleaner cover came out really nice. Radiator came out pretty good. I will hit this whole inside here with the flat black to give that the different tone. But I'm happy with the way the semi-gloss and the flat mix is. And it laid down smooth as glass for me too. Now inside the car, I'm going to have to hand paint it because I'm not going to mask all that out and take a chance of, for some weird reason, the Tamiya tape peeling my paint off of the body. And speaking of the body, let's pull it back over. It came out really nice. Super happy with the way it painted and the way the paint laid down. Once I hit this with a sometimes your brain just shuts off. Once I hit this with Tamiya's polish, it'll bring that gloss right up in here. And then I'm going to try something different on this. I have a friend that's going to send me some stuff that you can brush on, you can spray on, but it's going to make this thing really glossy. So I'm looking forward to that. Usually I don't go with a high gloss, but I think the judge is going to get the wet look. So there we go. And this is not straight out the bottle orange. And dang it, I had a thing of orange that I painted that I wanted to show you the difference. And when I moved, I lost that. But here's the test spoon that I did. And what I did for my paint on this, because I know it's one of those colors that's it's not orange, it's not red, it's like, and it's not burnt orange either. So what I ended up doing is I took a whole miniature bottle of the Tamiya's X8 orange, and then to that I started putting one drop at a time and mixing it. The long stretch right through the camera, Tamiya's X7. And it ended up to where before I liked the color, I had 32 drops of the X7 mixed into here. And then I added the thinner and the retarder and everything to that. But I bet you over on the pile over there, I got like 9 spoons sprayed before I was completely happy with the color I got. And the 32 drops onto the X6 is really, I think it's just right. I don't know what you call it. I forget the color that that Revell calls it, but I'm pretty sure that that's where we are with that. So I just wanted to get you here and go over everything. This is going to be a pretty quick update, but I wanted to make sure I got you all, because we're doing this group build. There's the group build on Facebook. And if anybody was doing this and they were wondering what colors to use for the body, that's why this is what I used. So with that, I will let you go, and you all have a great day and a better tomorrow. And I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.